Hey everybody, Brad Linder back at you again with another daily card. Going to be doing Panthro this evening. I apologize for being on so late as of the day we're recording this because got tied up with so much stuff going on. I'm trying to get the new blog up and my namesake site up, so bear with me on that. I am posting this over with the page right now so you guys can see it on YouTube and on the channel for Facebook. So there we go. Cool deal. Hey, Phil. Glad you made it, man. Real quick, thanks, shout out to my buddy Rusty Gilligan, the guy that I did. I've known for about 20 years now and did the symbol for. He sent me some of his signature cards. These things are phenomenal. Just wanted to give him a shout out on this one and say thanks for that, buddy. I appreciate it. Oh, fantastic stuff. Love them. I'm going to start out into this right now with Panthro's eyes. I'm not going to take too long here. I'm going to start out with a yellow to give them the bright hue they need for the base, and then I'm going to give them the overview of the yellow of the. This is a bright orange, actually, not a yellow. But then going to go over them with the red like they always have. For his baseline of his eyes. I wanted to do this first because I wanted these to pop really heavy for the rest of the image. And then I'm going to step right into his armor with a bright blue. I know a lot of people like to do super dark blues, royal blues, purples, things like that. But I really wanted to color this in with a bright blue so it showed up really, really strong on this card. So I am doing that as we speak. And then, man, I can't wait for this to be added to the sketchbook. And you guys are going to be able to get to see that really soon because I'm finishing a lot of these up as we speak. And I'm going to hit the 365 mark right around there. And then I'm going to launch the sketchbook for you guys to see what's going on. So, but anyway, that's still yet to come. So we will keep working on that. But I'm going to start in with this super light gray here for the chest. And like I said, a lot of people say that this is supposed to be a purple or a blue hue. I actually like it to be a gray, because to me, Panthro is 2 shades of gray, which he is in most of the series. And I just like that color coding better than some people that go for the blue. It's a personal choice, so we're good. There will be a crease right there on the card from where I penciled it, and it buckled on me when I inked it. But it's all still good, so we are good to go. Now this will be the same light gray that goes on the face, and because this is a gray, I can go right over the blacks with it, not a problem, and it'll absorb none of that. So awesome. Gotta go up around the eye a little bit, right down here, and it may not look like him yet, but it will. It very well. Very well. Now I'm going to do the interior of this ear right here like that. Boom, done deal. And I'll put a little bit right there on the edge just to bring it all together when I color the outside for the darker stuff. Now, well, you know, Phil, hey Hector, Jeremy, glad you guys made it. I like to do a light blue hue into this, but later versions tend to lean more towards the darker gray, especially with the second season of the original series, and then so on, you know. It just depends on how you catch him in the light. They would add in blues sometimes or purple bases for him sometimes, and it would make him look strange. In the intro, he is actually light blue. His blue skin is about this blue color in the intro, but in the series, in the comics, and in the later seasons of the cartoon, he has more of a darker gray color to him. So I tend to lean towards that right now, but I will add a blue overlay in the mix to shake things up, because I agree, he does have a blue hue to him. So I want to stick to that. But for the base coating, I'm going to go ahead and color him this gray so we can get that going, and then I'll add in some blue to highlight it a little bit to bring it out, and we'll go from there. And in the later animated series, when they revamped him, they had that whole thing going on where he was like that smoky charcoal, heavy charcoal gray. But we shall see how that works out in just a moment. When I pull all this together, because we're going to add some blue to him anyway, just to have fun with it, because I like it, and I agree with that. So I agree with your choice there. Now I'll take a little bit of this blue and work it in really light, just to shake it up just a little bit. But I don't want him to look exactly like his armor, so I'm going to keep it really soft and keep it out of that light gray altogether. Go into that darker gray just a little. Yeah, I like that. It's coming off okay. It's giving him that funky blue-gray hue without going purple like it did in the cartoon sometimes when they did it, which drove me nuts because it didn't look right. But that's a personal choice too, though. I have to be careful here because I don't want this to look like stone. I have to keep it nice and even. I don't want it to go too high into that high gray under his eyes. I don't want it to go into the mouth at all. Yeah, that's coming out all right. I like it. It's almost giving it a little bit of a grainy fur type effect. And the movie rumors about this coming out are going to be phenomenal. I'm hoping it does work. You know, the new stuff's going to be leaking out here pretty quick, and I've seen a bunch of that, and it looks great. I really hope they are doing a live-action movie and it's not a fluke, because, you know, we've heard that before, but we'll see. And now that Disney has 20th Century Fox, which apparently has the cartoon rights at the moment and the film rights and all that, I'm hoping they'll kick it out. But I'm not holding my breath because of the fact that a lot of the time Disney says something's cool at first and then they drop it. So we'll see. But because of Filmation and a couple of others, and I don't know if the Cartoon Network still has all the rights to that, or if they just have the animation rights or what yet. So we'll have to see how that goes. But this one's coming off really fast. I'm shocked. I didn't expect it to come out quite that quick. But anyway, I'm going to grab something a little different here. On this one, I'm going to use this watercolor brush and go in for a quick color here. I have to be careful because this will run all over the place. and I do not want it to run into my drawing. Okay, cool deal. Hey, Bart. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a super. It's gonna be a super movie, a superhero movie, just like any other. They're saying it's gonna be right after the Masters of the Universe. That's the rumors right now for the film. But they've been in development for it for some time now because they're waiting for new effects and stuff to come up and the rights to get cleared. So it's completely up in the air right now as to who has it, as far as the animation series goes, and then you have the other stuff. So we're gonna have to wait and see. But yep, it's coming along supposedly. And like I said, I see stuff about it every once in a while, but it's hit and miss. You know, it's like those infamous Ben Affleck as Batman pictures that went on for what 2 years before we got the movie, and then we're seeing all over the place now the Battle Cat in the smoke image that's floating around about the new Masters of the Universe, and they finally confirmed that it's out there, but they're not saying anything about it. So it's all hush hush and top secret, kind of like Star Wars. So we'll have to see, and hopefully it comes out at that quality. I would like to see it that way, but we'll see. We will see, because when they do these kind of films, they either hit a home run with them or they really jack them up, and it being something serious and handled with a real professional level instead of just 90s cable style kid gloves, we may get a decent movie out of it. But they either tend to CGI the heck out of these things, or they cut them back so far on budget that they end up getting filmed in dark, shadowing overlays to black them out to hide the cheap effects, like they did with the Fantastic Four reboot, which I liked for the movie that it was, but it's still not the Fantastic Four to me. And I called it and then bought it for $5.99 right after it came out from Target on DVD, and it was horrible to see it go to that level. But yeah. So let's see here. Hopefully we'll get a decent movie out of it. I'm really, really cool about that. Really cool with it. I think they're going to do really well. They can't do any worse than they did with the Transformers. So, and I'm a fan of those movies for what they are. On the original take, I accept it as an escape film series, but holding it in comparison to the action of the animated series is just, it's instant death if you do that, because it's not even remotely close. But that was which one did you see, Jeremy? Did you see the for those of you watching this on YouTube and you can't see the Facebook comments, Jeremy said he saw the trailer for the Thundercats and it says it looks campy. But the thing is, it depends if it's the 2007 version that got tanked and canned, or if you're talking about the modern one, which is they're not giving out very much on it at all. So we'll have to see which one it is. I'll talk with him about that and get back with you guys on it later. But as far as this goes, I'm going to shade this in a little bit just to give him some depth here on the chest and the abs and the ribs here. Just a little more definition there as we finish this up. And we'll be calling it a night and going from there. But I'm going to grab the black real quick. Grab my black. And I'm going to shade this in just a little. I'm not going to go all crazy like I did with Lion-O with shading it in and all that, because Panthro's got a lighter tone to him. So I'm just going to put some hard blacks in here for the metal spikes to bring that out just a bit. and then we're going to call it. So anyway, I appreciate you hanging out with me as always. And I know this one was really fast, but cost so much to do, and I got to get back to it because I've got a bunch of stuff to do this week that I've got to prep for this weekend, and it's going to be crazy. And I will talk with you guys again tomorrow. Hopefully not the same time, but yes, the same channel. Okay, so as always, I'm going to leave that there and finish it up there and say we're going to call it. And I will see you guys tomorrow with another one. So as always, you inherited this great big rock. You know what to do with it. Leave it better for the next generation. Talk to you later.